Solid women's fiction/romance blend. This is one of those tales the genre blends between women's fiction and technically satisfying all-known RWA/RNA romance genre requirements, while being around habanero spicy to boot, at least in one instance. Others are closer to jalapeno, or even milder, though still stronger than a warm glass of milk. Told from a few different characters' perspectives, and thus allowing them all to feel fully fleshed out. One weakness here is that many characters outside these specific perspective characters often feel not as fully fleshed out. Indeed, at least a few are, I need a character in this role thin, but for the most part they're also barely relevant to the story at hand, so it does make at least a degree of sense that they aren't as strongly written, particularly given the length of the tale even with these less fully fleshed out characters. Giving them more to do and making them feel more fully alive the way our main characters do could easily have added a few dozen pages to this already decently chunky tale, particularly given its type. Overall, this is exactly one of those safe enough women's fiction/romance blends that while it may have a thing or two here or there that may begin to step on some toes, for most readers this really will go down about as easily as a cool bottle of Coca-Cola on a hot summer day, which is exactly what it was designed to do, clearly. It is that exact kind of not quite bland, yet also not too memorable tale that is almost explicitly designed to appeal to as many readers as possible, and I have exactly zero doubt that it will do exactly that. If you're looking for a safe enough read over the summer, one that transports you to an exotic location, again visiting Italy's Amalfi Coast, as Sarah Penner's The Amalfi Curse did last summer, and a few others have done over the years, and tickles the brain enough and warms the heart enough while also providing enough excitement for other regions of the body that it will quite clearly play well with the summer beach read/vacation read set, which this is clearly intended for. One thing that makes this a touch more interesting to read after its release, due to life issues arising just before its release despite having had it as an advance review copy for nearly 4 months prior to release, is Novak's public announcement about her own real life shortly after the publication of this book, and how that seems to inform various aspects of this tale. There is also a decent amount of social commentary about various topics, specifically the publishing industry as well as a few others, but other than perhaps the publishing industry inside baseball, none of it ever really comes across as preachy. Again, this is where the brain is tickled a bit while never going so far as to produce real agitation, at least for most readers. Ultimately, this is a book that will likely do everything it set out to do. A perfectly safe, flavorful enough summer vacation beach read that will play well with the women's fiction romance set, generally while being perhaps a bit spicier than the Hallmarky crowd specifically would prefer. Very much recommended.